And then, yes, and you can add it to your resume, your CV, whereby if they go and ask the hospital, they will say yes. Even if you are going back, they will give you a letter. Thank you for your service, for your voluntary service and community support. You don't have to be sentenced by a judge before you do community service. And it will speak for you. It will fortify the morality of your child. But this set of people that are said, they are not critically thinking. They are awkwardly thinking. That's why they think that any pure intention, we can criminalize it. And at the end of the day, ask them, what have you done to assist in phone forensic? If that phone forensic is what we're trying to do so that Mohbad can get evidence and justice, ask them, what have you done? And it's your phone, is this how life should go on? You guys are double jeopardy and the stench feast. It's quite unfortunate. So, for crying out loud, go and check their backgrounds. They have got nothing. They've not done anything to any society. They've not raised anybody's hope. Hello, individually, if you thought it did, they have not done anything to their community. They've not really done anything to say for humanity, for public service. They've not done anything. Oh, they don't have a basic knowledge of what they want to do in their lives. So I'm going to be appealing to you. Choose where you go. Choose who. You need to choose those people that have to infiltrate into your IQ on social media. They will be acting clever but not smart. They will be acting smart but not clever. And they will be littering social media. They are social media strays. They'll be constituting nuisance, acting like they are informed, acting like they are standing by the rule of law, acting like they know what it is to stay. This is my own culture of sacrifice and volunteering. You must raise that bar. It's not a crime to say, let's try and assist them with something. Provided we're not forced to do it. So if anybody is going to act like they're acting on our behalf, acting like we did something wrong, you need to think deep and ask a reasonable thinker to think for you. Not flying away with a nominal name, we are critical thinkers, and then you are not critical thinkers, you are awkward thinkers, evil thinkers, empty thinkers. They're making empty noise because they are empty barrels, taking advantage of the anonymity of social media to actually expand and promote the grandeur of delusion and gibberish. Terrible stench feast. Go and check their children. They are not raising their children with the proper ideas that the society will need for a collective growth and nation building. That's why it's strange to them. They don't understand what we're doing. That's why they want to criminalize it. That's why they are raising alarm on what is not. If you want to complain about what somebody is doing, write it properly. Write your petition where it is necessary, and then they call us for questioning. And then we'll know who is trying to raise a false alarm. I will tell them you need to now go back and bring these people up and charge them to court. Because raising false alarm is a serious criminal offense. If they said the police demanded for phone, they must prove it to you before you call me for questioning. They don't just write. They must attach their proof. That we have a proof that Nigerian police officers, they demanded for phones from Yomi Fabayi. Or show where I said they demanded phone from us. That's the only time you can question the police. Even if you question them, it's still, if your conscience tells you that, well, they might not have it. Most of these gadgets are still substandard or unsupplied to these people. But for the sake of the investigation, it's okay for an NGO to say we'll cover up that part. Ìtàn níbẹ̀ náà tó bá kọ́ tiẹ̀ wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe fún forensic lọ́wọ́ àwọn tó ń lò kàn ṣe bọ́ lọ́rọ̀ alọ́jà náà ni. Ìta àkó fún wọn ṣá lọ jí ni àbáṣepọ̀kè o fóònù Mr. Lágbájá ni ó máa gbà padà o. That's when you raise eyebrow that when you've put in classified information, why are you returning back? It's a different ballgame. These people just come. It's quite sad. Until look at that 30 minutes. Let's play. I want your record. Ilé ìgbọ́n mi tẹ ọ̀pọ̀ ti sọ ogun nǹkan báyìí. This is the Damola Abiba Inde speaking here. I think 3 days before he was arrested. And trust me, he signed up into his own TikTok on the same phone. Tony TikTok Adura Ambe. So after to buy Soroto, to do TikTok here, we should to sign it here Adura again. Let me say the rain is pool of blood. I need to see that pool of blood. I need to see that pool of blood as well. You understand? I need to see that pool of blood. We can go check the CCTV. Abi, this will failed our actor. Yomi Fabayi, God is not even like that, bro. I start from like, good at your boy, and down low. God is that we're in Kilongwe. So, it means I'm just hearing this for the first time today. Me, my coach, and you know, I look at it and say, I don't know this person. I don't know he was saying all this nonsense about me. And at the end of the day, he said this about me. Now, he has been from Ogompo police cell. He went to command police cell. From command police cell, he went to Kirikiri prison. Abiyako prison. I don't know which of the prison he went to. That is intro the preamble. Original one. At the end of the day, because you are touching God's anointing. God said, touch not my anointing and do my prophet no harm. They know in their conscience what I'm doing is right because I'm seeking the truth. And he was saying this behind me. I was just looking at all of them when they were just doing all the nonsense. I'm beyond all of it. I'm a banter. So, I want you guys to listen to this before I go. Listen to this. Listen to this. You there, second desk, blue jacket. What is your name?
My name is Alexis.
Alexis, please leave my lecture room. I don't want to see you at one of my lectures ever again.
I don't understand.
I am not going to ask a second time. Thank you. You guys listen or the show video, I'll post it later, but listen to one of the best videos of all time. Why are there laws? What are laws for? Anyone? Social order?
To protect the person's personal rights. So that you can rely on the government?
Justice? Thank you. Tell me, was I unfair to your classmate just now? Yeah, indeed I was. So, why didn't any of you protest? Why didn't any of you try and stop me? Why
why didn't you want to prevent this injustice? You see, what you have just learnt, you wouldn't have understood in 1,000 hours of lectures unless you lived it. You didn't say anything because you weren't affected yourself. And this attitude speaks against you and against life. You think it doesn't concern you, so it's none of your business. Well, I'm here to say, if you don't help bring about justice, then one day you too may experience injustice, and there will be nobody there to stand before you.
You understand that, guys? It's quite germane. So, guys, alright, tomorrow is another day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful night rest. Good night, guys. Bye. Section 174. Now, listen, read it to listen. Section 174 sub 1 provides that the Attorney General of the Federation shall have power, he call it power, to do to constitute and undertake criminal proceedings against any person before any court of law in Nigeria other than a court martial in respect of any offense created by or under any act of the National Assembly. Okay, then let me read B. Now they do constitutional service for now. Constitutional service. Hello guys, can you hear me? Let me know. Guys, can you hear me? Yes. Yeah. If you can hear me, say yes. Because this is how I always prepare them. I want foolish lawyers so they carry to our school. I want lawyer buruku to le wa engage ordinary papariano. One way lawyer, one way wigi sorry kiri. I want lawyer buruku bubu. I want to win case for one. One time, Attorney General of the State. Attorney General of the State can cancel Mohbad case. There's nothing you can do. That's why I came here, I was asking San Shit. When Wahab Shit went to apply to he made an ex parte application before the court to reverse the decision of the DPP on Prime Boy, Samilari, and Naramali. It cannot work. The court will answer them, will tell them that they should send the application to the office of the Attorney General. Because that is a power vested on them. This is the Ministry of Justice of Lagos State. Every state in Nigeria has Ministry of Justice. And Attorney General is the head of Ministry of Justice. In fact, they are executive. They pass order. They have an executive power. And the duty of the Ministry of Justice is to give justice to Lagosian. Not even the court. The court only is to interpret the law and see that the law that is being passed by National Assembly or by the legislators, that law is applicable, is applied the right way. The court is just to interpret the law and to apply the law. That's what the court is there for. Those who enforce, who have executive power, that's Ministry of Justice. You should read. When you go to school, whether you go to school, you get certificate, now read, you take understand that. Whether inside Google, whether Google anywhere, now through reading, I understand the take they come. Can anybody challenge any of this that I've said here? Any of you guys, baby lawyers up and down? Kids, children. Èmi gan tí mi ò kí ń ṣe lé àwọn akọ́ máa kọ́ wọn. Láti máa kọ́ wọn níṣẹ́, wọ́n máa kọ́ soundship níṣẹ́. See, that's what I'm telling you. When I read the ex parte application that they said that they wrote to the High Court will only refer you back to the Attorney General state. The High Court cannot reverse an Attorney General's advice because that is their power. That is their duty to give Nigerian justice. Where do you have Ministry of Justice there? So, and again, if they overuse their power, maximum you can do is to protest or write an application to them themselves. They are the only one who can review whatever application, whatever complaint that you have. So you have to trust them. So if DPP said that Prime is free, Nayamal is free, Samlar is free, in the case of homicide, if you have any evidence that they are not free, then you have to write to them back to tell them, quote some side of the law, show them some evidence, then they will look into it. It is their duty, that is their job. They are the one that will tell you who is a suspect and who is not a suspect, because they are the one that prosecute. Prosecute means to take somebody to court. It is the DPP that will take you to court in criminal case. If DPP doesn't see that you have committed offense, why would they take you to court? Criminal court is not like inquest where you bring everybody there, everybody come. In criminal court, now only who they find that there's evidence that they take there. They don't take you to court for you to go and say your own. It's not where you go and say your own. You say your own either in the police station or with the coroner inquest. Once you pass that level of coroner inquest or police, the next level is the real people that are caught, that has in hand. They are the one that is going. Others remain. They are free. Shall you understand? That's the process. And that's why when I am here right now, you don't know what to do. All these two stupid lawyers will come now. I don't give them equal. But if one continue on Molaye, they don't go check and they don't come. They don't come. And I want it to and they will tell me, they will be telling me what is Papariano doing here? What is Papariano doing here? Huh? Can you come up? Let's discuss it. I am trying to, you see, I am trying to like entertain you, but you, this guy is like you stubborn. No, make a tap that Gani. Make a tap Gani far away. It's like you said you be lawyer, be. It's like you be part of those baby lawyer. A man she show the time me. About the verse me boy a man she share me. Loan at this time she share mukinyo. Mukinyo. Mu morujete she but mukinyo. Let me try to find it. Kokoma trust me, say me I go find her. I hope that's now. Nibolo te wa Gani far away. Sorry guys, I'm trying to pull up the case.
this guy, Shadow, what was the case? What was the ruling of the court? For me to be sure that you even know what you told me to go and so I don't waste my time. What was the ruling? The case between, I'm talking about a case between anybody and the Attorney General of the state. I'm not talking about IGP. Sure, you know the difference between Inspector General of the police and Attorney General of the state. Do you know the difference? Shadow. So what was the ruling? Please just tell me what was the solution. What was the ruling? The court ruled that what should happen. Because me, I'm telling you that no court can reverse the advice of the Attorney General of the state. You cannot appeal to any court, not even the Supreme Court. When you can bring a case before the court, but the court will tell you their power. They will refer you back to the power vested on them. Sure you get? They will refer you back to the power vested on them. So that will be the judgment. The court cannot take that power away from them. Now, let me read this one that I have here. Chief Gani Fabayi versus Inspector General of Police, 2022. Okay, though this is not what I'm talking about, but let's read it. By an originating summons filed by an appellant on 7 October 1999 at the Federal High Court, Lagos, he sought inter alia and order of mandamus to compel the respondents to investigate criminal allegations which he made against Governor Bola Ahmed Tinubu of Lagos State. So right now, this is a great lawyer, okay, Chief Gani Fabayi. So it's like Chief Gani Fabayi. He wanted the governor of Lagos at the time was Governor Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So he wanted Governor Bola Ahmed Tinubu to be investigated by the police, but police was looking at the the immunity that Ele Babani, like how would you because they have the constitutional power that they have that immunity by law. Okay, so Fabayi applied to the courts, to the state high court, the federal high court, then to appeal court to force the police. I've talked about this thing before, that if police don't want to do this 3 seconds video, Yomi Fabayi should write to the court asking for order of mandamus to call police, to compel the police to investigate that 3 seconds video, to get court order. We talked about this since now before. So now, the appellant is Gani Fabayi, and the respondent is the IGP, which is the police. Okay? So now I read. By an originating summons filed by appellant on 7 October 1999 at Federal High Court, Lagos, Gani Fabayi sought inter alia an order of mandamus to compel the respondent to investigate criminal allegations which he made against Governor Bola Ahmed Tinubu of Lagos State. It is unnecessary to go into the details of the said allegations or of the procedural skirmishes at the trial court, except to say that on 14 December 1999, Ebu J, who presided, dismissed the summons upon a preliminary objection raised that by virtue of Section 308 of 1999 Constitution, the governor enjoy immunity from being investigated in respect of said criminal allegations. Okay, they deny Fabayi, okay, in the Federal High Court, they deny him. Now let's see whether he appealed. On the view taken in respect of Section 308 of the Constitution that there was immunity against investigation, the appellant appealed to the Court of Appeal, Lagos Division. The respondent cross-appealed against the court's finding as the admissibility of certain documents and also as to local standing of appellant to institute the action. On 5 June 2000, the Court of Appeal in a considered judgment concluded, one, that although the respondent, the police, have a discretion in matters of crime investigation, they were not precluded by Section 308 of the 1999 Constitution from investigating allegations of crime committed by persons occupying the office named therein. That in the circumstances of this case, no order of mandamus compelling the respondent to investigate the allegation made against Governor Bola Ahmed Tinubu will be made. You see, that was rejected. That the appellant had a local standing to institute the action. As of exhibit GF1, GF2, and GF3 in question, which were admitted in evidence by the trial court, the view of the court below was clearly that being uncertified public document, they were inadmissible. The appellant has further appealed to this court. So have the respondent cross-appealed. The appellant in the main appeal set down 2 issues for determination. Thus, whether the Court of Appeal was right in refusing to make an order of mandamus on the respondent, where the performance of specific public duty has been clearly found established against the respondent. Respondent is the person that answered the response. That is whoever you petition. That's, in this case, is the police that was petitioned. Whether the provision of Section 4 of the Police Act 359 laws of the Federation of Nigeria 1990 allow for the exercise of discretion by the police on whether or not to investigate allegations of crime. So police even have right to investigate and not to investigate any crime. So police, they don't want to check that 3 seconds video. They have some certain power that there's nothing you can do. Voila. I don't know who writes all this law for Nigeria. Now I don't see why the whole big Nigeria with 220 million. I don't see the reason why they get coma. Because when I go check inside all these laws, man, what I see, I know they like them. Let's continue. Now let's continue. Let's say for him. The respondent formulated 2 issues as follows. 1, whether the Court of Appeal has discretion to make an order of mandamus or to refuse it, having regard to circumstances of the case in question, and the provision of Section 308 of 1999 Constitution, whether the respondent have discretion either to investigate or not every allegation of crime reported, and the manner and mode of carrying out the investigations, having regard to the provision of Section 4 of the Police Act 359 laws of the Federation of Section 359 of the Law of Federal of Nigeria. I think the issue as formulated by the parties are the same, if only the question is discretion is taken into account. So let me see what happened here. So blah blah. So this man, where you carry me go like this? So nothing came out of here. So why did you take me to all this thing? This script is very long now. So have you learned something from me now? That no court in Nigeria has the power to reverse the decision of the Attorney General of that state.
Sorry, Rabayano, I think the guy is talking about the civil case. That you can launch a civil case against the AG, Attorney General.
I
was just telling him now.
This guy don't change map. No man has no Google. This guy no Google thinker.
Never just telling him that.
Imagine
civil case is very.
Oh my God. I mean, what did they do? Are you okay? We're talking about the criminal case.
I just told him now.
Is the Ministry of Justice not concerned with the criminal case of justice? Who's talking about civil case here? So you don't change mouth. You don't go to browser. You don't go check which side they talk. You don't change mouth. Governor of DPP can declare Mohbad case natural. They can say Mohbad was not killed by nobody. There is nothing any power can do in Nigeria. Not even the president of Nigeria. There's nothing any power can do. They call it constitutional power. Agbara, absolute power. You could see that like cancan. tó lè ṣe kankan sí. Okay, kò sí ẹ̀dá àlàyé kankan tó lè ṣe kankan sí. Àfi ẹni yẹn nìkan, àfi DPP nìkan ló lè ronú pọ̀ wá dà. Okay, maybe I have some conviction. And me, I didn't like this. I've complained against this, that maybe one day I will make an article out there challenging the National Assembly. That is, National Assembly, where those laws were made. To address those laws, to amend it. The Supreme Court, the court is there to interpret the law. What if the DPP, okay, misuse the law? The court will only remind the law, but remind the DPP by reinstating the law that this is what you should do. In the light of such evidence, you should declare such person a suspect. That's how it should be. But the law, section 174 and 211 says it's an absolute power. So what I want you to do right now, just browse in your Google. If the Attorney General of the state or the DPP declares, discontinue a criminal case, declare a case, maybe natural or whatever, who else can bring that case up again? And see what they will tell you. So, I mean, me, I don't want to have high blood pressure. That's why I'm doing all this research to know. Because Baba Mohbad and his gangs, they are sleeping. Before they will get to where we are right now, we are far, far, far ahead of them. They are still waiting for autopsy result to come. When autopsy result come, then they will know whether it was poison or maybe it was stabbing. Our kids, small children, kids everywhere. Kids. And the worst part is that lawyer kankan nínú wọn tó tiẹ̀ lọ́pọlọ kó sọ pé kó wá ká address àwọn nǹkan tí mo sọ. What the paper that Sanshit wrote is waste of time. That thing that they said that Sanshit wrote to sue Lagos State government, it's joke. Eré ni wọ́n ṣe. It's joke. That paper is joke. Nobody will answer to it. You cannot get any positive answer from that. That Naira Marley, Sam Larry, and Primo is released. That is not your action. Let me tell some shit what to do. This is what you do. Get enormous evidence. Get your evidence. You cannot petition DPP, or you cannot write an ex parte application, a one-sided application that the court should not hear the Ministry of Justice conferred with the power to give Nigerian citizens justice. That ordinarily the judicial court should not listen to them, should reverse the decision made by the Attorney General of the state. Are you okay in your head? Do you guys even understand the law you guys practice in this country? Anything no technician lawyer don't see the way they break on a law down for now. Do we have any lawyer here? Any baby lawyer here?
I've just
Congo suit.
Even during the proceedings, you can discontinue the proceeding in court and say, okay,
they can even say that let everything end.
I'm telling you.
He has the full power.
I'm telling you.
Have you read it, right? Have you read it?
Yeah, I'm just reading it now. I'm reading it.
Exactly. He has the power to discontinue, to take over, to do anything.
And it's not subject to any judicial review.
Thank you very much. I like that word. Not subject to any judicial review. We have three arms of government in Nigeria.
I'm reading it now.
These are the three powers we have in Nigeria. We have the legislative, people who make the law. We have the judicial, which is the court, which interprets that law, which upheld that law. And we have the executive, which enforce the law. Like maybe the governor, maybe the Ministry of Justice, the police, soldiers, they enforce the law. They hold anybody who break the law. So what does anybody want to say? President is the head of the executive. President is under the executive branch, or the head of the executive branch. I've done all this quick research because I don't want to be left behind. And my God, I'm intimidated. So that is it, man. There's nothing like, there's no special thing inside.
Well, if you ask them tomorrow, say Baba is going to criminal court, Baba is still going to criminal court. And we keep saying it. You've been saying it for the past 1 year, and they keep repeating the same thing. Yeah. Oh God.
When you see me sometimes say I'm waiting for them kids, I know where they wait for them for front. You want to see one very young, mama expect him come out, mama remember. That's why I see that in this case. Looking at the nonsense they are doing, I want to tell man can share. One, the first consult I want to munch. Gbogbo sand shit tell over. Ṣebí àwọn file náà tó tún kọ náà ni mo tún fault ni wàá dún yín nísìn. There no anybody to wà law inclined nínú wọn kó wá sorry against what mo sorry. Ẹ lọ àbí ṣebí ó dákẹ́ bàbá tó ń pè ní Shaki ó dákẹ́ it's a little bit law inclined. Ẹ lọ pé ká ìbéèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Pé Paparano said that the Attorney General can discontinue a criminal case and nothing any court can do about that. And any response to that he give to you, bring it to me and tell me where you find it. Or give me one example in Nigerian history where the judicial has reviewed and reinstate a decision made by the Attorney General of the state.
I've just read something now. So, the only exception, as you said, the only way out is people to go to the street. That's the only way. They said it has to be done on the public interest. That's the only exception. You have to consider the public interest.
They are too emotional as in only one that and I don't invite this to make it come up now. You go tell me say they work. My son go shishe. But to the first shake kanyin, my son go shishe pe they at work. Lo gonjon e wa at work. But only no browse, only no shake, only no gbe àwọn evidence wa but you are at work. If you come up, I will drop you. And maybe if you are a troublemaker and you cannot, provide an evidence. I mean, you can even provide your evidence in the comment section. You don't have to tell me. Like me, I'm quoting law. Go and read section 174 and 211. And in the case of Benga versus the DPP, Benga laws. In the case of Ilori versus Lagos State, Ilori laws. He applied to the court. But court will remind you of the power of the DPP. Court will never reverse it. So can you mention me one case where such is reversed in Nigeria? Then you win. If you can mention such. It's something you can just Google now, bro. Don't waste my time now. Why do I even need to talk to you? Just check. Can anybody reverse the Attorney General's decision? Can the Supreme Court reverse Attorney General decision? Check it there. It will tell that their decision is not subject to the review of any court. No court can review their decision. Only they themselves. Because they hate the Ministry of Justice. Their court is like small to them even. Do you know what you need to be able to head the Ministry of Justice? You are ensured with the power of delivering justice to people. So nobody can come and be correcting you, tell you do like this, do like that. So for me, when I read that, okay, like I was not happy with such law. And this is the same thing in the case of Fabayi, like that guy gave us now. The Fabayi was wanted the police to investigate Bola Ahmed Tinubu when he was, I think 2022, when he was Lagos State Governor. But the court said that governor has some certain immunity. They have power that if they commit, even if they do some certain things, nobody can investigate them. Can you see people that write Nigerian law? Sherry, this law that you will not see in American law, that you will not see in any country that is progressing. But in Nigeria, you are seeing people talking about immunity. Immunity, you can't investigate them. Ah, God. Me, I would love to see you. I would be happy to see that law is reversed, that DPP does not speak final or Attorney General of the states. I would love to see that is reversed. But as we stand, all my research, there's no way you can reverse that. There's no way. Ìyàwó mi tẹ́ ní báwo ni báwo lára ẹ̀. Ọjọ́ mẹ́ta. Níbo lẹ wà? The temple. Ẹlẹ́mọ̀ temple of truth tẹ́ kọ́. Kókíní sókè jàre. Temple of kílẹ̀.
What is your plan?
Kílẹ̀ ń ṣe níbo lẹ wà? Ẹ tàn kámẹ́rà.
For what? Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? No, I'm not gonna do it.
Why not?
No.
Why?
Not.
Báwo ni justice?
Pẹ̀lẹ́ dáadáa.
Wọ́n lé fẹ́ gba lọ́ọ̀yà. Wọ́n ní ká bá yín rí sí.
Wọ́n ní mo fẹ́ gba lọ́ọ̀yà àbí lọ́ọ̀yà fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́. Àbí afẹ́ gba lọ́ọ̀yà.
Ẹni tó ṣàmìbọ̀ fún mi, wọ́n ní ẹni fẹ́ gba lọ́ọ̀yà fẹ́ fi ja case. So,
it could be, the person can, it could be, I don't know how to explain it.
No matter what, ṣe anyhow.
Any work through my platform. Yeah, talking some one day with Mama. No, let me start from here. You know the news that Baba Mohbad brought out. Tó sọ pé Monday ni Mohbad kú, wọ́n dẹ̀ parí. Now, nígbà tí wọ́n gbé ní òfin síta pé Monday ni Mohbad kú, and then wọ́n pa. Ìgbà tí bàbá Mohbad, the video that I play for you, the first video tí bàbá ṣe tó tu Ankara, tó di pé tó circulate, tó jẹ́ tó di wípé everybody ń praise Eleni. That video tí mo play bí first video ló ṣe tó fi sọ pé òun gbọ́mọdé police station. I don't know, maybe you remember the video that I played that time. So pé nínú fídíò ìgbà tó lọ kò sọ pé òun dé police ọ̀pọ̀ ni wọ́n pa ọmọ. Kò rìpọ́ọ̀tì ní police rẹ̀ pé wọ́n pa, ó kàn ní ó kú ni. Wọ́n jẹ́ pé wọn àlejò ló ń jẹ́, àwọn kan ní káwọn nídìí bí lẹ́tà in case of incasity. This is how ó fi sọ, in case of incasity, ọmọ bàbá stop àwọn lójú ọ̀nà. Àwọn ṣe police station káwọn lè lọ gbé sí mọ́túárì. Ọlọ́pàá ṣe reviews láti fún wọn ní lẹ́tà yẹn. So the young one dey ask. But since was then, Baba Mohbad never mentioned that Monday, the 11th of September 2023. And then Mama Mohbad, November 2023, ó tẹnumọ́ November, September 11 yẹn. Ó tún lọ bẹ̀rẹ̀kẹ̀tẹ̀ tún sọ pé n tí màmá máa sọ nínú different video bàbá ní bóyá common sense ti travel gbà náà kò mọ nǹkan tó ń sọ bóyá mistake ni. Now láti bí 18 months Joseph ọlọ́ba ẹ̀sẹ̀ wàá rántí pé ìsọ̀dọ̀ mi ọ̀dọ́ pariano láriwo ti ṣẹlẹ̀ olóńgbà afẹ́fẹ́ sáà tó ìlú nídìí fún wípé láti bí 18 months Baba Mohbad ever láyé sọ̀rọ̀ jáde pé Monday ni ọmọ ń kú àbí wọ́n pa, kò sọ pé wọ́n mọ́dà rẹ̀. Mi tí rí fídíò bí ó ti sọ pé wọ́n pa òun lọ́mọ ni òun dẹ̀ fẹ́ wá ìdájọ́ tó pa. N tó sọ pé ó ní ikú ilé ló kú àdẹ́ wọ́n sọ pé nọ́ọ̀sì náà gbà fún tó gún lábẹ́rẹ́. Nọ́ọ̀sì ló gún lábẹ́rẹ́. Torí tó bá fẹ́ sọ pé wọ́n pa òun lọ́mọ, at least ó yẹ kó bu nọ́ọ̀sì gan so níjọ́ tí nígbà tó padà gbọ́ wípé nọ́ọ̀sì ló pa, at least ó yẹ kó pariwo síta kó tiẹ̀ sọ nípa nọ́ọ̀sì pé kán bá arrest nọ́ọ̀sì.
kátẹ̀ ní ojú rẹ fọ́jọ́ náà ojú yẹn dípa kò sí travel nínú ojú yẹn wọ́n ti fi gíláàsì lẹ̀ kò rí náà rí nǹkan kan ká gbà pé bóyá bẹ́rẹ̀ òṣèlú kò rí náà rí nọ́ọ̀sì kò dẹni tán pè ní nọ́ọ̀sì mọ́ gbọ̀tò lágbára ẹ̀jẹ̀ lókè ó pamọ́ kò dẹ̀ dé police kò dẹ̀ gbé àgbára ẹ̀jẹ̀ yẹn wá sísàlẹ̀ kó pariwo fún gbogbo ẹbí àtàrà pé àwọn tó wà nísàlẹ̀ pé ẹ wá ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ ní nọ́ọ̀sì ló gan wọn lọ́wọ́ ṣé nọ́ọ̀sì tó wá gun lọ́wọ́ pàn tó gun pàn sóyè nọ́ọ̀sì yẹn náà ló tún ní òtún lè ṣe ìdájọ́ àbí tèwo I don't understand àbí ṣé nọ́ọ̀sì náà ló tún gun lábẹ́rẹ́ tó fi di wípé ọmọ yẹn tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní bleed ọlọ́pàá ní Mohbad bleed profusely ìyá Fọláṣadé ní òun rí ẹ̀jẹ̀ tẹ́jẹ̀ pọ̀ ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ àti pé báwo lẹ̀jẹ̀ ṣe pọ̀ tó báyìí àbú ẹ̀bẹ̀ náà sọ nínú ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ níjọ́ tó ń bá Wùmí àti Àyànà ti sọ̀rọ̀ pé àwọn kan náà sọ pé wọ́n rẹ́ a lot of wọ́n rí ẹ̀jẹ̀ púpọ̀ pé wọ́n rí pé different people sọ pé àwọn rí ẹ̀jẹ̀ àwọn rí ẹ̀jẹ̀ àwọn èèyàn sọ pé àwọn náà rí ẹ̀jẹ̀ ní àwọn tó wà nílé wọ́n ní ẹ̀jẹ̀ pọ̀ so àbú ó ti rèèyàn mẹ́ta tá a ti rí pé wọ́n kọ̀ǹfàmù pé wọ́n ná rẹ́jẹ̀ ọlọ́pàá náà sọ ó di mẹ́rin ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ jáde kẹ́ ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ nígbà yẹn pé wọ́n pàtẹ́ ẹ dé court ńlẹ̀ tó sọ̀rọ̀ pé ẹ̀rẹ́jẹ̀ tó yẹ kẹ́ ẹ rìpọ́ọ̀tì ní police station lẹ́sẹ̀ tàbí kẹ́ ẹ gbẹ́jẹ̀ yẹn wá sálẹ̀ káàtì ẹni bóyá sẹ́ǹsì wọn ti travel gbà yàn pé nǹkan tí wọ́n request tí wọ́n rò ó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ pé káwọn sáré bò láti yí káwọn lè pe Wùmí pé yá gbogbo ntọ́kọ̀ rẹ̀ ní tòun lè fún mi níjọ́ kìíní ọ̀nà tá a fi ń jà láti gbé tó wọ́n ti ń jà ìjà wà láàrin wọn gírì lọ títí kó tó di pé Mohbad kú yẹn they have issue so lẹ́yìn yẹn wọ́n wá sọ pé wọ́n pa àwọn lọ́mọ ni wọ́n wá sọ pé wọ́n pa àwọn ọmọ yẹn níjọ́ tí autopsy jáde tí wọ́n kun ọmọ wọn wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́ tí gbogbo ara Mohbad ti wà rusty ní corona inquest tí mo rí fún ojú mi báyìí ni mo rí gbogbo bọ́ọ̀dì Mohbad mo fojú mi rí ní corona lọ́ọ̀dì 15 May tí wọ́n rí gbogbo lẹ́yìn ọwọ́ yẹn nìkan báyìí ni tó wà ń bẹ bàbá Mohbad bọ́ tanjọ́ yẹn ni tó lọ jókòó síta wọ́n ṣe fẹ́ máa ṣòkè ọbọ́dì ọmọ yẹn báyìí ó jáde ni ká ló jókòó ńjọ́ náà bóyá tó bá tiẹ̀ rí bọ́dì ọmọ yẹn bóyá gbogbo ilé tí wọ́n ṣe tán ti kó studio ìjọba wọ́n ti ra studio ti ra equipment wọ́n ti ra laptop wọ́n ti ra instrument gbogbo ìjọba yẹn ní ìsìn orin ló kù tán kọ bóyá kò bá tiẹ̀ máa buwó lẹ́ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan pé kò tiẹ̀ máa serious lẹ́ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan so wọn dẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ náà after tí wọ́n ka autopsy tán pé báwo lè ṣe máa ní inconclusive ni táìmù yẹn lèmi fọkàn sí pé kí bàbá Mohbad ti gbé irú lẹ́tà yìí jáde pé láyé ṣe àmọ̀ pé tó bá pé ó lè ní òun dúró de autopsy tìjọba ni then ẹ pa ọ́n pa ń lọ́mọ ní o ọjọ́ báyìí dẹ̀ ló kú òun náà máa ṣèwádìí tó kò tẹ̀lé wọn sọ kọ́kọ́ after 18 to 19 months ẹ wá sọ pé March 17 ẹ wá ní wọ́n parí lọ́mọ Monday lọ́mọ yín kú ṣé ọlọ́pàá fẹ́ sọ pé àwọn ò rí àbí ṣe bí wọ́n ní mídíà kí lorúkọ wọn yá mi lóyún English yá mi lóyún bó máa dá para fún ẹ létà àwọn wo ni tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún mídíà kìíní nínú àwọn ọlọ́pàá ni kí lorúkọ tiwọn borrow me now.
PRO.
ẹ̀sìn PRO that is me wọ́n ọjọ́ bí kan. ṣé olúmi wọ́n ọjọ́ bí fẹ́ sọ pé òun ò rí ohun tí bàbá Mohbad sọ torí wọ́n lè máa wò wá torí nígbà tó jẹ́ pé mídíà kìíní náà wà fún yẹn túmọ̀ sí pé wọ́n máa wo gbogbo ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ àti ń tà ń sọ ṣé wọ́n rí yẹn Mr. Mi wọ́n ọjọ́ bí PRO tèkó ń bẹ́hùn bàbá Mohbad ni wọ́n pa ń lọ́mọ number 1 second ó ní Monday lọ́mọ òkú ní ọ̀dì 11 wọ́n dẹ̀ mọ́dà rẹ̀ ni ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹta kí ló yẹ kọ́lọ́pàá sí pé ọmọkùnrin yìí ṣe bí 12 ló dárúkọ fún wa látijọ́ ẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ ni wọ́n pa ìjọ àwọn èèyàn ó rìpọ́ọ̀tì fún sí pólísì ọ̀tẹ́ kọ́kọ́ gbókù ọmọ lọ pé wọ́n pa ọmọ yín ni lẹ́tà lẹ́lẹ́ wá gbà ó dẹ̀ sọ nínú níwùsì kankan pé Monday lọ́mọ ẹ ti kú àkíyèsí ẹ̀ kan pé bàbá Mohbad fún questioning so wọn àdẹ̀ pé fún nǹkan kan mo dẹ̀ wò pé wọ́n dẹ̀ ní 3 seconds video tí Yomi gbé jáde gbà tí wọ́n náà dé police hàn pé bàbá náà débẹ̀ pé bàbá sọ fáwọn ọlọ́pàá ń bẹ̀ pé gbogbo tí wọ́n jọ sọ́ńbẹ̀ yẹn pé anybody wọn kàn sọ fún Yomi pé kò gbúdọ̀ discuss ẹ̀ níta gbogbo tó ń jọ sọ́ńbẹ̀ kò gbúdọ̀ discuss ẹ̀ níta rárá.
ṣé bàbá ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀?
náà Yomi sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ náà Yomi ní bàbá Mohbad wà ní tó tán kọ́ arrest Dàmọ́lá yẹn tán kọ́ pé wọ́n wá tán kọ́ pé Yomi náà lọ́bẹ̀ ní pàǹtí ipò pé bàbá gan ló ń sọ fún àwọn ọlọ́pàá pé gbogbo tán sọ ń bẹ̀ yẹn tán discuss yẹn pé tán sọ fún Yomi kó má sọ níta. Báwo ni bàbá Mohbad ṣe máa sọ pé nǹkan tí wọ́n sọ ní police station kí Yomi má discuss rẹ̀ níta pé Yomi ní kẹ́ ẹ sọ fún irú nonsense wo nìyẹn? Kò dé sẹ́nibọ̀dì tó sọ̀rọ̀ lọ sọ́nà ọ̀bẹ yẹn gbogbo kinní yẹn bí mi nínú. At the end of the day ẹ wá ní wọ́n delete 3 seconds video ọlọ́pàá dẹ̀ fara mọ́. Wọ́n delete 3 seconds video ọlọ́pàá dẹ̀ fara mọ́. Ẹ sọ pé 3 seconds video ní one ẹlẹ́kọ̀ọ́jì wọ́n ṣe conference àwọn tí wọ́n lọ bẹ̀ tán lọ da bẹ̀ yẹn rú wọn invite wọn. Ọmọ ń sọ ní public pé 10 minutes video ní àwọn mẹ́ta náà wà bẹ́ẹ̀ then kò yẹ ẹ bá wọn security wà bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Wọ́n dẹ̀ rí gbogbo nǹkan tó ṣe ń jọ yẹn at least ó yẹ kọ́lọ́pàá yìí invite gbogbo wọn ìyá Mohbad ní kán kó gbogbo àwọn wáyé tí wọ́n kó gbogbo wọn. Àwọn nǹkan tó yẹ kí sítù because sítù ló yẹ kó dúró fún public torí public ló dáwó fún sítù kì í ṣe Joseph Aloba. Ìgbà tí Mohbad kò ní lọ́ọ̀yà kò sí Mohbad nìkan ni ò ní lọ́ọ̀yà láàrin gbogbo náà ní lọ́ọ̀yà. Wùmí ní bàbá ní torí lọ́ọ̀yà tó yẹ kó ṣiṣẹ́ fún public tó yẹ kó máa petition gbogbo nǹkan tó kó máa petition for everything tó bá yẹ kó ṣẹlẹ̀ bàbá ló ń ṣiṣẹ́ àwọn abala wọn ló ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún kò ṣiṣẹ́ fún àwa because iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe òdọ́dọ̀ tiwa àwọn ò rí. Ìgbà tí wọ́n kọ lẹ́tà yẹn síta tó dẹ̀ rí pé ọlọ́pàá ò invite bàbá at least yẹ kí wọ́n kọ lẹ́tà sí police station yẹn náà kàn invite bàbá wa pé bàbá fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ ebi bàbá sọ fún lọ́ọ̀yà yẹn náà fi gbé jáde pé Monday ni Mohbad kún wọ́n dẹ̀ pàṣẹ bọ́wọ́ lọ́ọ̀yà wọn ni gbogbo ẹ̀ ti jáde wá. Bàbá tó bọ́tọ̀ ní ọlọ́pàá ò ṣiṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá ò ṣe nǹkan kan sọ́fẹ́ sọ pé àwọn ò gbọ́ ni. Ṣé IPRO ọ̀nàjọ́ bí mi ìwọ ọ̀nàjọ́ bí sọ́fẹ́ sọ pé àwọn ò tún gbọ́ pé Joseph Aloba ní ọlọ́pàá ò ṣiṣẹ́ kankan. Tó bá lọ pọ́lọ́pàá òṣìṣẹ́ òótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ló sọ náà ìkan tọ́lọ́pàá bá ṣiṣẹ́ ohun tó kọ síta yóò yẹ kán ti invite ẹ̀ wá. So ó fi tó wá di wípé lọ́ọ̀yà tí